Hi! When traveling by car in Norway, in addition to stunning landscapes, you also notice a large number of traffic cameras.
They are often difficult to understand, which of course causes inconveniences.
In this video, we will talk about the types of cameras and fines on the roads of Norway. But first of all, we would like to point out that on road sections with speed controls, there are always signs warning about an upcoming camera. And such a sign means that there is a stationary traffic camera installed ahead. It is usually grey in color, mounted on a tall pole, and when you pass by you may notice inside a flashing red light. The camera takes a photo of the license plate and the driver. The speed measurement and the photo are taken on these stripes on the asphalt. It is worth noting that these cameras only record the front license plate, so motorcyclists have the advantage in this sense. A blue road sign with two cameras indicates that your average speed will be monitored on a section of road. Typically, these signs also indicate the permitted speed in tiny text. Incidentally, the cameras look the same as the regular speed cameras. However, in this case, the distance and time between entering and exiting the monitoring zone are measured to determine the average speed. This means that cameras are installed at the beginning and the end of the monitored section. To immediately understand whether you have violated the rules after leaving the control zone, there is a yellow light on the pole, and if it doesn't light up, everything is fine. By the way, speed is measured in Norwegian tunnels too. Measurements can be taken for both regular speed and average speed, and the cameras in the tunnels look like this. But not all cameras on the roads in Norway are designed to control your speed. For example, multiple cameras like this on a frame above the road indicate the beginning of a toll section or the entrance to a toll zone around the city. Usually a little earlier there is an information board with a price, or a blue road sign like this one placed by the road. By the way, these are the most common cameras on the roads of Norway, since there are so many toll roads here. There are also low-mounted cameras at the entrance to parking lots. Their job is to record your entry and exit, so they can send you a bill later. Most often, they are indicated by a regular paid parking sign. Along Norwegian roads, you can also see cameras installed on high poles. There are usually no warning signs in front of them, but this is the most peaceful and even useful type of camera, weather cameras. They can be used to monitor road conditions, which is especially important when driving through mountain passes. Where to find these cameras online to understand the current traffic situation better, we have already covered in the video Weather and Roads in Winter. Make sure to check it out. There are also friendly cameras reminding you of the speed limit on a given section of the road. They will either show your speed and flash if you exceed it, or give you a cheerful smile. Another type of road camera is indicated by this sign. It warns of video surveillance on the road. These cameras are most often used when trucks and buses are being checked for weight, so that everyone will be more conscious when going to the control station. And also on roads near the country's border, for additional surveillance of those in the border zone. And of course, in Norway there is also speed control by the traffic police. It is usually carried out using a portable radar in zones with a speed limit up to 70 km per hour, primarily on straight sections of road. The number of such controls increases significantly in mid-August, when schools start their classes. And on highways with high speed limits, the traffic is often monitored by unmarked police cars. They turn on their flashing lights and stop the speeder if they are caught for speeding. This is a fairly common practice. Generally, Norway is a country where you shouldn't rush. Speeding on the highway and risking a huge fine or causing an accident can only save you a few minutes. But those minutes are quickly lost while waiting for a ferry or dealing with the slippery road, not to mention the typical Norwegian stops to photograph the beautiful landscapes. So don't ruin your vacation by risking getting a fine. After all, a fine for speeding can be an unpleasant surprise, and its amount can be quite shocking. And the costly trip to Norway can become even more expensive. Oops! The police can fine you for driving just 1 kilometer over the speed limit, and that is no joke. Cameras record everything. And the fine also depends on the speed zone. So, speeding 21 kilometers per hour in a 60 zone will cost you 3,250 crowns more than in a 70 zone. In total, over 13,000 Norwegian crowns. Here are the current fine amounts. They do of course increase each year, so you can find the latest figures in the description of this video. By the way, more serious violations can result in community service or even imprisonment. And of course, to avoid getting fines, keep to the speed limit.
In Norway, it's 80 kilometers per hour in the country and 50 in the city.
And also, don't look too much at the nature, as not to miss the speed signs along the road. We have already covered what else is important to know when traveling around Norway by car in our video about ferries and toll roads. So, subscribe to our channel and let's travel together! See you again!